Hey everyone, welcome to another video. My name is Nachiket and today we are going to explore touch typing. That is, typing on your keyboard without having to look at the individual letters. So if I were to go like I'm watching straight at the camera or I'm watching straight at the screen, my eyes will not be looking like this, which is the keyboard. My eyes will be like this, which is towards the screen. If from this face I'm looking at the keyboard, it will look something like this, but the screen will look something like this. So you can take a note of that if you want to. With that, let's have one session of touch typing. Okay, so that's 96 words per minute with 95% accuracy. Now, if you are somewhere around 30 to 40, if you were to take a test, this will be at monkeytype.com. If you were to take a test and you want to improve from 30-40 to say around 60, then this video is for you. Okay, so how do you actually learn to get to 30 to 40 words per minute to 90 or 100 words per minute? Well, you have to type without looking at the keyboard, so you will have a right idea of where the keys are placed. Example, your index fingers go to the J and F keys. These will be easy to locate without looking at your keyboard, because what you'll have to do is take your index keys, explore the keyboard and look for any key that has a small bump on the lower side of the key. So for example, for J key here, I don't know if it's captured on camera, you can see the small bumps on F and J keys, and this is where you're going to position your index fingers. So right index fingers goes to the rightmost key with the bump, and your left index finger goes to the leftmost key of your bump. Leftmost key having the small bump. Okay, now what's next? You have to rest the entire hand on the keyboard. We have started with index keys. Your middle keys go to the keys beside them. So for the right middle key, it's to the key right of your key on the index finger, and for the left middle finger it's to the left of the key on your left index finger. Similarly, you have to rest your ring fingers and your pinky fingers. Okay, now we have this is the keys we are going to use to press the corresponding characters. So pinky finger will press A whenever you have A to type, the character A, that is, and your left ring finger will type on the key S. Same for D, F, J, K, L, and the semicolon. What are you going to do about the keys to the top row and to the bottom row? Well, so I'm going to use my pinky finger for the Q and P keys, ring finger for W, E, the midmost finger for E and R, E and I, sorry, index finger for R and U, and I'm going to stretch my index fingers when I'm going to type T and Y. So the respective keys, the respective fingers are going to stretch ahead to type the corresponding characters T and Y, because they are the ones nearby. Similarly, for the second row as well, for G and H, I'm going to extend my index fingers on either side of the hand to press them. And similarly, for the bottom keys, well, for the left hand, if you're going to slide it a slight bit to the right, you're going to get the corresponding keys to type. So again, Z, X, C, V, I've got the corresponding fingers, and then N, M, comma, and a period. For the B key, you can use any key. So you can even use the thumb. I don't like that variation. You can use either of the index keys since the distance is same for both of them. And spacebar, I'm using my right thumb. Now to get a better idea of how to type, I'm going to go over another site which is called keyboard.com. This is where I had started learning for when I was starting out first. You can go to the help section. Okay, learn to type faster. It basically adapts, it gives you a set of keys and then adapts as to which keys you're good at and which keys you still need practice. This is the entire tutorial which will pop up once you go to the site. Okay, these are the keys. These are the keys that have to be calibrated. This is the current key that will be added, that will keep on adding as you type. Now, I don't like uh, this space character. This is a bit distracting for me. So what you can do is go to settings and see if I can, yeah, this visual for typing. I want the white space to be no white space. I want cursor to be a more monkey type style. So this is the cursor that I want, and I'm going to press on done. Okay. Now this looks visually a lot more cleaner to me. Those dots were a bit distracting for my preference. You do you. If you like the default setting, you can go ahead with that. So now I'm going to keep my keys like this, and now without looking at the keyboard, I'm going to type. I'm already somewhat experienced with touch typing. What it will look for you is that you're going to do a lot more errors before you get to the right key. This is what it's going to look for you. This is what it's going to look for you for a few days, maybe a week, after which you might get a bit better. Mileage varies from person to person. So again, you're going to keep your fingers on the keys. Look only on the screen and not on the keyboard. This is important because otherwise it will be hard for you to get better at touch typing or to type faster. And with that, you can continue. Okay, so I've got 80.3 words per minute for the time. I don't understand this map yet, but I guess this is some kind of statistic. I haven't gone through this when I was preparing, so it's probably fine if you're going to ignore this. Now I have got a few keys right, and this is the next key that I need calibration with. These are the three keys which I are already calibrated. So let's try with the new key as well. Okay, so as you're going to move ahead, you're going to complete calibration with all of these keys. You can try practicing for 30 minutes if you have a lot of time and if you don't have a job. In case you do have a job, at least try for like 10 minutes or maybe even at least 5 minutes. Or when you're new, you're going to struggle. Be comfortable with struggling, be comfortable with typing slow, be comfortable with making accuracy mistakes. Initially, what you have to keep in mind is, which I currently did not keep in mind, was to focus less on the speed and focus more on the accuracy. Aim for 100% accuracy without having to see the letter that you're typing. With that, your speed will automatically increase. Okay.